series on the rich and the rest, and stuff like this. All right, the rich would what? Do what others won't, so we can live lives like others.
They also do this. Wake up, kick ass, repeat.
Yep. Oh, this is a big one.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, there you go.
Every accomplishment, of course.
Hey, I accomplished getting out of bed at like 5:30 this morning because I tried.
You tried, yeah.
That and my wife like pretty much pulled me out. So.
The other one back here is I don't make excuses. I make results.
That's a good one, actually.
I'm taking that one. So this was one of our sales zones. Obviously, it's changed, but yeah, there it is. Zoom in. I wanted to touch on something that I spoke about. I think, well, Kelly and I might have spoke about this, and it's about the failure rate in this industry. And there's two, one, when 5 years into this business, 90% of the people are gone, right? From who started and are gone. So that's one. The other one was, I think we talked about in video one, which was 87% of people would pick their agent again after closing the transaction, but then when they actually go again to purchase, only 11 or 12% do. So that's again a failure rate in my opinion. And what I'm excited to introduce a lot of our agents to is our kind of the idea and the mindset to double down on your sphere, right? It's something that it's been huge for us and Brett and myself and Kelly as we've grown our businesses, and that we've been trying to instill into our team agents. But now I get to do that at a wider scale and talk to brokerage level agents about the idea of doubling down and tripling down on your sphere to close that gap of failure that everybody's having. And how do you do that? What should I be doing? What tasks should I be doing daily? What can I remove from my plate so that I have time to spend time on these free leads, these people that like and trust you already and would refer you, but you're doing a piss poor job of staying in front of them. And that mentality of doubling, tripling down on your sphere-based business is something I'm stoked about. And we talk about our client events, we talk about our done-for-you marketing programs, we talk about the touch points that our administration have with our clients to create a better experience. These are all things that sound simple, but when you're running the day-to-day life of an agent, which is extremely complex, you can let this stuff go and you believe that these people will stay with you. But in reality is the numbers are telling us that that's just simply not the case. So that's something that is extremely important to me as we onboard agents and getting them to understand that this is where I'm going to take you. So if you're like me, or if you're like, the beginning of 2017 has changed a lot with our real estate. We talked about that the market was actually starting to pick up a little bit. And if you are like me or like our team, and like I'm hearing from a lot of agents, is that we've noticed it, right? We're out, we're showing, our listings are getting a ton of traffic, and we're putting deals together. And why I mentioned that is, this is the time to be thinking, okay, I'm getting busy, I'm going through the actions, which is something kind of in the last couple of years you were begging for. But now I don't want you to just sit back and roll with that active client work. I want you to think with your marketing mind right now to say, wow, I can feel this picking up. How can I take that listing and how can I roll it into 2 or 3 or 4? What are these things that you can do to maximize right now? Because if you don't, right, somebody else is going to do that. So take advantage of this little mini opportunity we have right now in Calgary, and not just be excited about the active client work that you're finally getting that you really didn't have over the last few years as we've been slower. And say, where can I take advantage of this, right? A listing creates a snowball effect around it, right? A sold creates a snowball effect around it. And are you there to catch it? Are you putting out your net so you can grab that stuff and move your career forward? Think about that. True believing, about to show you now that it's more than just a feeling. So, like I was chatting earlier about doubling down on your sphere, right? And what does that mean, right? And how we've taken, marketing to a new level to roll things forward, for our agents to kind of supercharge their sphere and give them more opportunities within it. And this simple thing just reminds you of the ABCs, right? Not everybody might not know what the ABC kind of client list, where A's is just 0 to 30 days, clients that you're working with that are going to close between 0 and 30, right? And then you got your B's that are 30, 90 days out, and then you got your C's that are more like 90 plus, right? So the fact that you would take the time to put them into those buckets, you know, as part of like a detailed plan on how you're going to action and how you're going to move your personal active client business forward, right? If you lumped all those together into a giant list, you're going to kind of spin your wheels a bit, right? You're going to be ultra inefficient with your prospecting and your time, and so many agents, you know, run their lives and their business lives very chaotically without taking that to that level. So the other thing about spheres, right, is, well, not just you know, these are active client work stuff, but your spheres, would you have ABC people within your database, right? You know, the A's are the people that really like you, trust you, refer you, right? And you should touch those people every
I think every month.
Yeah, with phone calls, right?
Yeah.
You know, even beyond that, there's those stuff we're going to roll out and talk to you guys about. That's, you know, a little more about creating a plan around this. But yeah, your A clients, these are the people that you can call every month and you wouldn't feel bad about it. They actually want to talk to you. Like, you know, put that into part of your prospect plan.
I think your A clients become your friends in a sense, right? I mean, the people that refer me business are the people that I spend time with. Plain and simple.
Yeah. The B's, right? You might call these people every quarter, right? But in the meantime, you're touching them with your marketing, you know, your Facebook messaging, your high-fiving, your liking, your commenting, right? But again, you might not be as tight with them. But again, segmenting that list so that you actually have a plan, huge. And then your C's, again, it's more like probably like your general database, the ones that you're not that closely connected to, you might not have done a deal with, but they are in your database, and you're going to want to soft touch them, you know, 32 to 36 times a year to achieve results. They say if you do this right within your sphere, 10% of your database. So if you had a database of 400, you know, 10% of those should refer, purchase, or or provide you refer, purchase themselves, or repeat purchase yearly, right? So 400 people, we actually probably all have
40 transactions right
yeah,
there.
it's huge, right?
Yeah.
And that's top 8%.
Yeah.